在委内瑞拉有美军被逮捕，委内瑞拉的总统在这次总统大选里被认为是作弊，也就是他窃取了这场总统大选。而在这个情况里头，美国说要对委内瑞拉实施制裁，没有多久之后就有美军被逮捕。美国国务院虽然说确认有美军被逮捕，但是否认参与颠覆政权。但是委内瑞拉抓了这4个人，说他们都是 CIA 的人。而 CIA 过去呢，在拉丁美洲很多过去的历史里头，参与推翻当地的政权、进行政变是常有的事情。不过当时他们必须要联合当地的军队，暗杀也有过。所以我们今天为大家来细数过去 CIA 在其他国家暗杀其他强人的历史，其中最有名的就是暗杀古巴的强人，属于共产阵营的 Castro， 暗杀他好几次，有暗杀的，有下毒的，有各种类型的都有。事实上也收买了当地的农民啊，那任何农民呢，只要能够抓到很多人心目中的英雄啊 ，Che Vergara， 那很多人知道这个 Che 啊，就是 Che Vergara 呢，大家都会觉得说，只要抓到他，美国就可以给你多少钱。那所以这基本上也是等于是 CIA 间接策动他的农民。他的一般的民众可以杀死这个台湾翻成Che Guevara 格瓦拉这样。那最后呢，格瓦拉的确是在拉丁美洲呢某一个国家玻利维亚，他进行游击队的时候被农民把他杀了，尸体埋葬了，最后才回到安葬在古巴这个地方。那 Robert Kennedy 呢，更是在最近又出来讲话，他不是第一个讲的，他说当时因为 Kennedy 的主张，就是 JF Kennedy 总统，他在 Texas 被暗杀，他的很多主张违反了很多美国白人至上主义的这群人他们的利益，所以他是被 CIA 所刺杀的。总之 CIA 呢，他在美国是很重要的部门。CIA 现在的情报局的局长 William Burns 呢，几乎是美国权力最高的外交官，但是过去它也有很不光荣的历史，而台湾也是 CIA 非常渗透很深的国家。
Tensions between the United States and Venezuela reaching new heights. Venezuelan officials say 3 Americans are among 6 people arrested for what they claim was a plot to assassinate President Nicolás Maduro.
Luego capturamos a un ciudadano estadounidense, Estrella David.
The arrests were announced on state television by Venezuelan Minister of Interior and Justice Diosdado Cabello, who displayed rifles that he said were confiscated from some of the alleged plotters, adding that the men were part of a CIA-led scheme to overthrow the Venezuelan government. Venezuela also arresting 2 Spanish citizens, alleging that they admitted to being part of Spain's National Intelligence Center.
La CIA está al frente de esta operación. Y la otra, que tampoco nos extraña, pero ellos siempre han mantenido un bajo perfil sabiendo que la CIA opera en esta zona, que es el Centro Nacional de Inteligencia de España. Estos 2 capturados así los dicen, inclusive hablan ellos de un grupo de mercenarios que están buscando para traerlos a Venezuela con objetivos muy claros de asesinar al presidente Nicolás Maduro, a la vicepresidenta Delcy Rodríguez, a mi persona en este caso y otro grupo de compañeros que son dirigentes.
3 American citizens include a former Navy SEAL detained earlier this month, whom Cabello identified as Wilbert Joseph Castañeda Gomez. In a statement, the U.S. State Department confirming the detention of a U.S. military member and saying it was aware of unconfirmed reports of 2 additional U.S. citizens, and adding, quote, any claims of U.S. involvement in a plot to overthrow Maduro are categorically false.
事实是，中情局的海外暗杀早已不是秘密。
Osama bin Laden is just one person. He is representative of networks of people. I want him held. I want justice. And there's an old poster out west, as I recall, that said "Wanted, dead or alive."
2009年，美国众议院曾启动对中情局的调查，怀疑 CIA 曾计划抓捕或暗杀基地组织成员的行动。当然，中情局表示，这项计划从未完全运作。在 CIA 一长串的暗杀名单中，最著名的对象就是躲过中情局638次暗杀的前古巴强人卡斯楚。你以为 CIA 下手的对象仅限于海外吗？或许不是。
Who do you think really killed your uncle?
Well, I think there's overwhelming evidence that the CIA was involved in his murder. I think it's beyond a reasonable doubt at this.
说话的是甘乃迪的侄子小罗伯·甘乃迪。 他认为甘乃迪之死是 CIA 干的。
Car is now turning onto Elm Street, and it will be only a matter of minutes before he arrives at the trademark. It appears as though something has happened in the motorcade route. Something, I repeat, has happened in the motorcade route.
November 22nd, 1963, a date that's gone down in history. More than 50 years later, the assassination of President John F. Kennedy remains one of the most contentious events in American history. The theories are many. The president was killed by the Russians. It was a mafia hit. Some even think it was a covert coup d'etat, as the FBI releases 3,100 never-before-seen files on the JFK murder investigation. The government's official line is that Kennedy was killed by a young former U.S. Marine named Lee Harvey Oswald, who acted alone. While experts say not to expect the revelation of any bombshells, like the possibility of a second shooter, there could be new evidence of an elaborate CIA cover-up.
I think the evidence is pretty clear that Oswald was the only shooter. What I don't eliminate is the possibility he was encouraged to do it.
Spain and the U.S. have both recognized opposition leader Edmundo González as the winner of Venezuela's July election over Nicolás Maduro.
Nicolás Maduro has until January in order for a transition to the next president. So really what we're seeing here is a kind of dance between now and January to see, on the one hand, if the United States can exert enough pressure to lead to a transition come January, or on the other hand, for the Maduro government to reject any such efforts and to essentially claim that they will remain in power regardless.